With multiple kingdoms on the brink of war and many dark secrets set to be revealed, will any of these noble houses survive? Well, let's hop into the pages of Dark Knights of Steel issue number 6 and find out together, shall we? So then, as we join the book, we're back in the Kingdom of Storms. A drunken Constantine mourns the death of King Jefferson when he's met by Timothy Drake. We had heard when this series started that Batman had put one of his little birds in as a spy somewhere in Jefferson's kingdom, and now we know who. Tim is actually pretty sympathetic towards poor Constantine's plight. He knows that he loved Jefferson more than just a king and leader, and now he's drinking himself to death over the sadness. Actually, Constantine's not stupid either. He knew full well that Timothy was a spy and has actively been feeding him false information this time, though not always false information. He was the one who let it slip that a supernatural assassin was going after the elves. It seems that while Constantine actually did believe the dark prophecy of doom around the elf family, he didn't want to be an active participant in it. Constantine turns on Tim, but then actually changes his mind and puts his own neck on the line to try and protect him from one of Jefferson's daughters. Today is Coronation Day, and he says that they shouldn't attend such an event with blood on their hands. Because of that, Tim is allowed to go free, and a day later he's back in the Kingdoms of El to report what he's learned. Though sadly, Tim can't report to Batman, Alfred, or any of the other Robins as they're out and about right now trying to find the missing Bruce, who Superman seemingly killed at the end of the previous issue. Tim tells the Queen that the Kingdom of Storms is ready for war, and it all has to do with Zara killing the prince, and then eventually killing King Black Lightning himself in a rage. Naturally, Zara denies these allegations, but the question still remains, did she actually not do one or both killings, or is there something much crazier at work here? General Waller also takes the Queen aside for a short audience, saying that Diana will always back her lover in any war that should happen, meaning the Amazons will almost certainly be on their side. And, you know, that's great and everything, but imagine if something bad happened to Queen Hippolyta. That would mean Diana would be queen and the two houses would be bonded together. Wouldn't that be something? Now back over with Constantine, we see in his grief and depression he's opting to do something very reckless. He summons in Etrigan the Demon. Oh, but are you ready for a twist? It's not the demon that Constantine wants an audience with, it's the demon's head. Yes, that's right, in this medieval Game of Thrones world, Ra's al Ghul is both Etrigan and the demon's head. Why does Constantine want to talk with him? Well, much like in the mainline universe, Ra's al Ghul has the power to bring people back from the dead. At first, Constantine wants to see King Jefferson resurrected, but alas, his injuries are too substantial and he's been dead too long. His son, though, on the other hand, Ra's says he can resurrect. The boy wouldn't be the same, but he would be returned from the land of the dead. The only thing Ra's asks in return is access to the Titans. Now, is he talking about the Teen Titans, or does that mean something else in this medieval world? I guess we'll have to keep reading to find out. Now, Prince Cal opts with so much going on that he doesn't want to sit on his hands anymore. He goes to Themyscira looking for information on his own, and in a very fun scene, the entire Amazonian army pretty much jumps him. Again, they're not fans of man setting foot on their island, but hey, he's not setting foot at all, he's hovering. Prince Cal is technically correct, which we know is the best kind of correct. What he couldn't see coming, though, is Hippolyta stabbing him with a magic sword, much in the same way he stabbed Batman with kryptonite in the last issue. Prince Cal is bound with magic rope a la Wonder Woman's lasso of truth, and in a very fun twist, it's actually Lois Lane who ends up tending to him. Lois, as you'll recall, is something of a spy master for the Amazons, and she has her own concerns about what's going on right now. The kingdoms are poised for war, and one too many major earth-shaking events have happened too close together. Surely there must be some phantom force out there pulling the strings on all of these events. Though if Lois and Superman ever hope to uncover the truth behind all of this, they're going to have to hurry, as Hippolyta and the Amazons are already sailing to make war on the Kingdom of El. And so that was Dark Knights of Steel issue number 6, everybody, and once again, Tom Taylor manages to turn in one hell of a super cool dark fantasy story. Just when I think I've seen the coolest, most interesting Game of Thrones twist on a popular DC character, they end up doing it all over again. I know some fans have theorized that there may be some sort of Martian or shape changer at the heart of this story, maybe bringing in a little bit more science fiction, maybe making it so that whole prophecy about aliens destroying the world actually being true, but not talking about Kryptonians, and honestly, this issue really makes me think that that has to be true. Either everyone is excellent live fires, again a la Game of Thrones, or there's something going on that we don't quite see just yet, and with 6 issues left, I think they could totally make that sort of turn. The action is great, the characterization is great, I'm on the edge of my seat turning every page, which is something most comics can't say they do for me. Overall, I'd give this one another very strong 8.5 out of 10. Good stuff.
Hey there everyone, it's your pal Cape Joel again, and if you're seeing my face right now, that means you watched to the end of the video, and I'll always be grateful for that. Retention helps in this crazy YouTube game, and so does becoming a patron. If you head on down to the description, you can find a link to my Patreon page. Recently just redid all the tiers, a lot of cool stuff offering up there, exclusive commentaries, exclusive polls, behind the scenes concept art for Capes and Quest, that's the brand new D&D show I've started soon. Never been a better time to become a patron. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month and help the channel grow, and help me continue to deliver content like what you just saw. So I want to thank you all, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.